Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be testing the towing ability of the 3.5 Ecoboost with a dump trailer. This dump trailer weighs about 3,800 pounds and it has a tongue weight of about 500 pounds based off what our weight safe hitch told us from our other truck. But it has a tongue weight about 500 pounds. The squat on the truck, we measured the squat and it squat down about 1.5 inches. And it's sitting pretty level, relatively level, not too bad, not too much squat. This is a dump trailer. It does have the hydraulics in the box here. It has the single ram here in the front, so it does make the tongue weight a bit heavier just because everything's up front, whereas with the scissor style or the dual ram style, the some of the weight will be moved back to like over the axles. But anyhow, this is a 500-pound tongue weight, and the trailer's weight, I don't know where the sticker is to tell us the weight, but I believe it is about 3,800 pounds. Here it is on the side. So the gross vehicle weight rating is 14,000 pounds, and this trailer can hold, let's see, I don't know, where does it say? The trailer itself can hold 10,160 pounds, so it's about 38, 39, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, anyway, let's get on the road and see what this truck can do. Alright guys, driving along here with the dump trailer, and I have to say, I am pretty impressed by this truck right now. The trailer, it's all doing really well. Like, you'd be surprised. Now, the 3.5 Ecoboost, I'm gonna be honest, it's actually outperforming the 6.2, because when I bought this trailer, I used my F150. It has a 6.2 liter gas V8 in it, and it did good. You know, it's got a 430 rear gear, didn't have no problems, but you could tell that weight was back there and it drank a lot of fuel. Like, man, it just, you could just watch the needle move. Will the 3.5 Ecoboost use more fuel than the 6.2? I'm not sure. You know, everybody says that the 3.5 Ecoboost is a good engine, but it does use more fuel. One thing that's really worth mentioning with regards to how much fuel you're using compared to a V8 is this thing just moves the weight better. So you're accelerating like nothing's back there, really, like nothing's back there. Whereas like with the V8, the gas V8, no turbos, no power adders, whatever, it doesn't have the capability really to be as seamless as this truck is right now. This is an F150. It's got a 3.55 rear gear. The F250 with the 6.2 has a 430 gear. So the advantage in gearing is with the Super Duty, but this truck moves the weight around better with a little bit more torque. It has 470 foot-pounds of torque compared to the 430 foot-pounds of torque. But as you guys know, I've said it a million times on this channel, the 3.5 Ecoboost just makes that torque at a really low RPM. It makes like 90% of it from like 1,700 or 1,500, whatever RPM. So it just has torque at a low RPM. Now, the point is, you're gonna burn more fuel because you can do more. You can put that power down from a low RPM that the V8s can't even put down. So I think that if you were to somehow accelerate the same way in both trucks, I think the 3.5 Ecoboost would get significantly better MPG. You'd have to baby it a little bit just to have the similar feel, but just the power of this engine, it feels like nothing is really back there. It is what it is. It just feels like it feels more powerful than the gasoline V8. So it's pretty interesting. I think that it would be cool to one day see this engine go into Super Duty. It'd be very competitive to toward their diesel engine, just because like you have that low torque and you have good power. Now the 7.3 is going to be cool, that's great, but at the end of the day, it's still not going to be too low of a torque curve. It's better, it's getting better. It's still going to be like 2,500 RPM. Still going to need a little time to build that power. It's going to sound great, but it's still kind of one of those things. You can't get the low end power that you get with an EcoBoost. Now, we all know that a V6 EcoBoost would have would probably live a short life inside of a Super Duty, but do we really know that? We know these engines are capable of towing on a regular basis. If you put a 430 gear in it, that would take a lot of actual stress off the engine. And would it really be an issue? Would it be an issue? I don't know. I don't think that. I don't know. We don't know. Only way to know is if we tried to do it. But Ford's probably not going to do that anytime soon. Check out this weather, guys. It's a beautiful day out. 72 degrees. Everybody's out on the water, and I'm just working on this video here. But guys, the truck's doing amazing. I was thinking before this, hey, look, this is what I want to do. I want the dump trailer. We're gonna have to get out of an F150. We're gonna need a Super Duty. Has to be a Super Duty. Has to be. Right now, the way I feel at the moment is that this is better to me than the 6.2 towing weight like this. Now, I'm curious to see, like I said, this trailer is 3,800 pounds. I'm curious to see how it will do with a little bit more weight. Now, without weight distribution, Ford says you can tow up to 5,000 pounds. So I could put another 1,000 pounds in this truck, be around 4,800 pounds. And it's perfect because I have something that weighs about 1,000 pounds, piece of equipment. I got a mower that weighs about 1,000 pounds, 1,100 pounds, whatever. We could put that in here and we could position it just right to get the tongue weight close to 500 and see how it does. Now this setup, it actually feels better than the Super Duty, even with the weight, even with the tongue weight. And the Super Duty has a lot higher capacities as far as tongue weight is concerned. The thing about the Super Duty though is the tongue weight is actually that truck can take 1,500 or 1,400 pounds on the tongue, and it just rides a little rough. Only 500 pounds is not really softening it up too much, whereas this is like, the way the trailer sits now, it's like perfectly balanced. It's got the perfect amount of tongue weight. It handles it perfectly. There's no bobbing or floating or anything. It just handles the tongue weight fine. It's really no problems. It does well. It's working good, and it's right where it wants to be. If we're cruising, we have tons of power, and there's enough videos out there. You guys know that the EcoBoost has the power, but at the end of the day, you really just have to experience it for yourself. And I'll go on and say that this truck is the most fun truck to drive. It's just not driving it for a while. You have power at your fingertips. You have the power available to you. It is what it is. So anyway, I'm going to continue this drive. I'm going to stop and get some gas because I'm running a little bit low. I only got 80 miles to E. But anyway, see you guys at the next scene. All right, and back home, and everything went good with the F-150 towing. It did really good, guys. It did better than the Super Duty. I'm pretty surprised. I had no idea that it was going to do that well. It handled the weight great. It's only 500 pounds on the tongue, so it's perfect for the F-150. And it's 3,800 pounds or so of a trailer. As you see, as it sits right here, this is where I'm keeping it right now. I actually got a storage spot for this trailer, but I got to go ahead and get some locks first. I'm going to order what Big RV recommends for his dump trailer. There's a lock that he showed us that will cover your bolts here as well as your hitch, because what's the point of locking your hitch if somebody just comes and unbolts then your $10,000 trailer's gone. So I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna put this in storage. It's real tight to get it down the driveway here, down into the garage. It's real tight, or down into the backyard. It's real tight, and it's getting bad with space. We got a plow, we got a salt spreader, so it's getting tight with space. So the 150 did better, and I do kind of forget from time to time that I do have the max tow 150. It's not the short wheelbase, it's the long wheelbase. It's the highest towing F150 that you can get, and I kind of forget from time to time. But yeah, it's got heavier, supposedly it's got heavier leaf springs in the back. It's supposedly got the stronger steering, but it just handled that trailer. It just handled our trailer so good. I'm so impressed. I'm gonna actually go ahead and probably put the new mower, this new mower I got, in the trailer to get the weight a little higher and do some MPG test. But I'm curious to see how much better the 3.5 does compared to the 6.2, because the 6.2, man, I could just see the gas needle moving down as I was towing. But that's coming up. And also I want to hook this up to the 2.7 Ecoboost and do some towing videos with that as well. But you know, stay tuned to the channel, guys, because I'm going to be doing more towing videos with this dump trailer. It really is convenient to have it here at the house and not having to rent trailers and do things like that in order to tow. But yeah, comment below, tell me what you think. I've been real happy with the short track dump trailer. It's just been cool. I've done some mulching with it, nothing crazy, but I do want to go ahead and put a bobcat in here. I can get one. My Uncle Shanti can get one. And also, maybe a project of mine would be to rip out this old jacked up concrete pad and maybe do some pavers. It's just something I can do now that I've got the dump trailer. But anyway, comment below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Over and out.